Blake, here walks a man that, I'll be honest, I don't think he realizes exactly what he has gotten into here tonight, challenging Bubba Shaddox for a shot at the man known as Steve Anthony. Well, certainly not a man who has ingratiated himself to the fans here at XIW by any means. Is this a man known as Tony Donati?
A man who has challenged the guy who should be champ right now.
Well, unfortunately, he could have been champ. He could have taken the easy way out, and he could have walked out as the middleweight champion. But that is not how this man works. He fights to earn everything that he has been given in the world of professional wrestling. Well, you heard it right there, Blake. The escape the cage stipulation is gone. There is no escape anymore. The only way to win is by beating down your opponent. And you can see Shaddox already trying to do that. But Donati, what a slam. Quickly taking control. Seems like Donati had a quick plan to get in, but wait a minute, Shaddox.
Oh, no, Donati not letting Shaddox get, going straight for that pinfall.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Donati realizes that on a good day, it's not a good day to face Bubba Shaddox. But right now, he is the only individual standing between Bubba Shaddox and Steve Anthony. And more importantly, that middleweight championship, a belt that has been synonymous with Bubba Shaddox. Shaddox, the longest reigning middleweight champion in the history of XIW, has wanted nothing more than to hold that gold again, and more importantly, rip it from around the waist of Steve Anthony. But it looks like Tony Donati is not going to give him that opportunity.
No, Donati being the biggest roadblock for Shaddox at this moment, and let's not forget, this is Bubba Shaddox wanted it this way. He wants to prove himself against any and every opponent.
Shaddox did not make it in professional wrestling taking the easy way out. Shaddox made it in professional wrestling through grit, through heart, most importantly, through blood. And unfortunately, I think Tony Donati is trying to drain that blood out of him right now. Just raining shots down to the midsection with those boots. And you can see Donati has not let up since the start of this match. And I gotta be honest, I think that's a wise technique when you're taking on Bubba Shaddox. You can't let this guy have a moment to breathe or else you're gonna regret it.
100%. You see that Shaddox has taken this opportunity to just turn everything around against Tony Donati.
So we say, even without the ability to take a breath, Shaddox has turned it around. Shaddox has taken control. He's got momentum, picks him up, drops him. Wait. What? Whoa. Barely even lets that hand hit the mat there as Tony Donati.
Tony Donati, not for nothing, has come in here. He's coming like a house of fire against Bubba Shaddox. He wants that midweight championship all to himself.
Well, I mean, not only that, you got to consider what Tony Donati came in here with was also a chip on his shoulder, not just for professional wrestling, for these fans here at XIW. And for these fans, I don't think there are many people in this company they look up to more than Bubba Shaddox. He is a man who has traveled the country, who's wrestled across several states, and has chosen to call one place his home, and that home is right here in XIW. And that is something that infuriates Tony Donati. Look at this. Utilizing these submissions. But wait, pinfall again. Shaddox barely even letting the hand get up, let alone hit the mat.
On the other hand, though, Donati trying to do everything he can to remain in control of this match, not give Shaddox the time of day to do anything more than lie down.
I mean, he's not giving him the breathing room, and that's the wise move when you're in there against a literal powder keg like Bubba. You see, just mocking the Bama Badass here. Mocking these fans here in attendance at XIW.
And you gotta think, not only the weight of Tony Donati's kicks weighing down on Bubba Shaddox right now, it is the weight of, if he loses, if he fails, he's not going to get another shot at this title for as long as Anthony holds the belt.
All right, wait, kick out. I think Bubba may be trying to get back.
Go for
control.
it.
Oh, no. Up and over. Pinfall. Two. No, not enough.
Almost snuck it out right there.
But yes, that is a wise, big point you just brought up. Even when Bubba gets that shot at Steve Anthony, if he fails to capture that middleweight championship, if he fails to grab that belt that means so much to the Bama Badass, he will never have another opportunity as long as that man holds the championship.
And if you're Tony Donati, then maybe you're thinking ahead, just like, hey, if I'm not able to pull it out tonight, what if I hurt the Bama Badass enough that he's not going to be able to make it?
That's right. Not enough on that pinfall.
And then further down the line, it's all Tony Donati.
I think that's how Tony Donati always thinks. It's always all Tony Donati. It's all about this guy. But now, you see Shaddox, I think may have been trying to climb the cage. There is no escape, unfortunately, for Bubba Shaddox. The only choice is to fight his way out. But luckily, that is how he has lived his entire life. Has the arm hooked. I thought that may have been it there.
That was close. Tony Donati rolled up.
Not only rolled up, you know notice as soon as he kicked out, rolled to the ropes, rolled to that quote-unquote safe zone in a professional wrestling ring on the outskirts. And now both men getting back to their feet.
In a match like this, there's not too far you can go outside those ropes either.
I think Donati calling Shaddox out just for a strike fight. But unfortunately, I don't think there are many people I'd rather want to go against less than Bubba Shaddox when it comes to striking. But a beautiful lariat by Donati levels the Bama Badass.
And he just puts him right down. Bubba Shaddox trying to get... but he grabs him.
Roll up! No, not enough.
Oh, Shaddox suckered him in. You love to see it.
And then follows it up. Beautiful clothesline, leveling Donati. That's the thing about Bubba Shaddox. Doesn't just have that brute force, also has that wrestling intellect to back it up. Knows to pick his moments, knows when to seize opportunities. And it could very well lead to him getting back that middleweight championship, but hold on. Going for seconds.
Rolled out again.
What?
Tony Donati says no.
I think Tony Donati obsessed with that idea of playing spoiler to the middleweight championship dreams of Bubba Shaddox. Obsessed with essentially ruining the night of every single person here in attendance at XIW. But unfortunately, Bubba Shaddox brings it back.
Boom. And that did it.
Well, with that final roadblock destroyed, there is only a clear road ahead for Bubba Shaddox. And it is a road that leads directly to Steve Anthony and only two outcomes. Either that man has a new middleweight championship over his shoulder, or he can never challenge for it again.